We've got a cold change on the way and a tropical cyclone near Queensland. Hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you for joining us. The forecast at the end of this week turns colder due to a low in the Southern Ocean. We've got a couple of big storms down there over the next couple of weeks. Meanwhile, further to the north, a new tropical cyclone has formed. Tropical Cyclone Niran has formed off the Queensland coast. It's going to spend a few days stuck there, and then eventually it's going to move towards New Caledonia. Here's the latest tracking. This is from the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre, and it shows the storm forming off the Queensland coast, sticking around for a few days, likely to get to severe Category 3 as well, and then it moves southeastwards towards New Caledonia. So we'll be keeping a very close eye on that one. At this early stage, it looks as though New Zealand won't be directly impacted, but any storm that's in that area, worth watching. All right, here is the rainfall for the last 24 hours. We did see a few downpours in the north here coming in from the west, some bigger downpours that pushed over 30 millimetres in some spots. Otherwise, most of the North Island was dry. South Island quite similar. Again, it's that northwest and western side that got the downpours. In this case here, some of the downpours around the Nelson Ranges got up to nearly 100 millimetres. So some really big rainfall up there, but elsewhere, just a few showers. We've got more rain coming. This is the 3-day rainfall forecast, and what it shows around northern New Zealand, around about 20-30 millimetres of rain on the way, coming in those various downpours. There'll also be a couple of isolated thunderstorms around northern New Zealand over the next couple of days. In some areas further down here, the totals might get up closer to 50-60 millimetres. But remember, that's only under those big downpours. If you're nearby them, you might only have 5 to 10 millimetres coming in. In the South Island, there's almost no rain on the whole eastern side. A couple of spits here and there, a couple of showers. Most of the rain's over in the southern half of the west coast, southwestland, where another 100 millimetres is on the way. All right, let's take a look at the actual forecast. And on Wednesday, you can see that rain pushing into those western areas and those showers in the north. Couple of them, as I say, heavy in the afternoon with an isolated thunderstorm or two, mostly from Central Plateau northwards. That's where the cyclone is. It's stuck there for a couple of days. On Thursday, more downpours across the North Island, a chance of some thunderstorms in these areas where you can see green. That's where the heavier rain is on this map, and that's where there could be some thunderstorms as that moves through. It transitions from those warm subtropical nor'westers to the cooler sou'westers, which are about to take over our weather map. Mostly dry on the eastern side of the South Island as well, just a couple of showers down there near Dunedin. By the end of the week, it's all about that Southern Ocean low. Here it is, 980 hectopascals, a big cold wintry sort of surge on the southern side of it. On the eastern and northern sides, it's fairly mild still with the northwest winds blowing through, not as warm and as humid as it's been, and the rain comes back to the western side, but everyone else fairly dry on Friday. But the weekend, that's where we get the cool down. So low pressure comes in, another burst of rain and showers on Saturday around the North Island. There could be, again, a couple of isolated thunderstorms as we go from the warm nor'westers to the cooler sou'westers. You'll certainly feel that temperature drop. And our final map for Sunday shows southerlies blowing across New Zealand. Here's the next high. So we often get a southerly before a high comes in. This is a pretty weak high, but it's enough to bring in the southerly with the help of that low. So it's going to be a bit of a colder weekend, especially the further south you are. And at the same time, there's Cyclone Niran starting to sort of move out away from Queensland. And this is when it's likely to start to turn and come down in towards New Caledonia and potentially New Zealand waters to the north of us. But at this stage, the belt of high pressure down here looks as though it'll protect New Zealand. But if you're in New Caledonia, Vanuatu, that area, and Norfolk Island as well, I'd be keeping an eye on this tropical cyclone. We'll have more details about it on the Weather Watch website as well. That's all from me. We'll see you again tomorrow.